Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a bloom update for the month of May, and I can't believe time is flying by so quickly. We're already almost mid-year, like wow. I'm going to start with my Hoyas and then I'll show you all of my orchids. So this is my Croniana Super Silver, making a mess, blooming all the time. It smells very good, it's very strong, but this is the time of year where my Hoyas start growing a ton, they start flowering a lot, and I have so many Hoyas that haven't bloomed yet. So I'm very excited to see how my collection does this year. I have a feeling I'm gonna see a lot of first time blooms. I'm gonna change up the setup for them. I'm gonna move some of them to windows, hang them down, and it's gonna be nice. That's my Vanda Falcata. And guys, I have not watered my collection in a week, so as I'm showing you everything, the collection's a little bit parched. But anyway, this is my Elsie Trick or Treat. It's the fourth time that it's blooming this year, which is amazing. This one is my Phalaenopsis Sweet Memory. It smells so good, like what's that perfume, Juicy Couture? Everything is so dry. Like you see these flowers that they bloom, they dried off. So I'm gonna water. I have to increase my cadence for watering. This is my Tetraspis C1. It's constantly blooming. My summer blooming phals and some of the winter phals are still in bloom. This phal right here has been in bloom since, geez, like December, November, but they're still going strong. And that's what I like about the complex Phalaenopsis. But I'm going to flush everything and get everything hydrated. This one is a Richard Mueller cross. It's so pretty. It just opened up. I think this is Richard Mueller by Ctly triumphans. It's my biggest Richard Mueller hybrid. And then this one is BLC Marie's Glory. One of the flowers already faded, but I got it in its full glory a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, the collection is a little bit dry. I'm going to spend the month of May repotting everything that needs to be repotted. This is my Iwanagara Apple Blossom. Yeah, I have a lot of chores to do and I have to flush. I should treat the leaves a little bit on things. I don't have a lot of spider mites on things, but I just want to do like a preventative treatment. And everything's just even growing downward. So I'm going to get on it. May's going to be the month where I get everything done and you guys will follow along. But let's jump into the bloom. So first in bloom, we have the Caulocatlia Ethel's Paradise Hawaii. And this is just such a beautiful orchid. Now, if you take a look at the leaves, unfortunately, this is on a bottom shelf. And Zoe just always bites on these leaves. It's very frustrating, but I'll say this is a very hardy hybrid. Okay, this is the part I didn't want to show you. And even with catgrass, she still attacks all of my orchids. It's very frustrating. I could put something to divide them. I used to, but at this point, I'm just like, all right, I've just made peace with it. This is a beautiful orchid. It's got like a floral, kind of like little plasticky fragrance. It sounds a little weird, but it's nice. Maybe like a hints of lavender. Very pretty, very vigorous. Despite all of that damage, a new growth usually blooms really nicely, very quickly. Love that orchid. I wanted to show you my BLC Rustic Spots. So this one bloomed last month, but I wanted to show you the transition from when this orchid opens in the beginning. So this is like day 1 or day 2. It starts like this pink, and then a few weeks later, I want to show you what this looks like. So this is very characteristic of the Richard Mueller hybrids. They tend to change color, and I really like that about them. So they'll start out like the triumphans that I showed you earlier. They'll start out like with reddish undertones and then they turn golden, which is quite nice. Even my Paola Spots, it's like a greenish color, then it fades to like a golden yellow. So it's very pretty. No fragrance on this one, just gorgeous. I love anything that's spotted, anything that changes color like that. It's the same orchid. It's beautiful. And I love to see the changes on them. The next orchid that I have in bloom is one of my favorites. It's the BLC Marie's Glory. This is very vigorous as well. I recorded it a few weeks before today, before the other flowers opened up. But this one also has a really strong floral fragrance, Very, very strong, very pretty. It's fragrant before noon and then it stops. But in the morning, I could get like a whiff of it outside of the room. But I love the pink flaring. I think it's so delicate, very pretty orchid. And I'd say it blooms like twice a year. It's vigorous. I got this from Carmela Orchids a couple years back, and I love seeing it bloom each time. I've had it for 5 years, and no complaints. I think it's so beautiful. Gotta love a reliable blooming Cattleya. Anything really from Carmela Orchids or those Hawaiian vendors, those very complex Hawaiian hybrids, they bloom a lot. So highly recommend that one. Next in bloom is the Iwanagara apple blossom, and the shape of the flower this year isn't that nice. Last year for sure looked a lot better, but this is a very pretty one. It's a very fragrant orchid, and it's a sequential bloomer, which is interesting. So it's kind of weird because when it blooms, it has a sheath within a sheath within a sheath. So it's sometimes I feel like the complex hybrids are like that. But additional buds come out right behind, so you could see another bud right behind this one, and it blooms for quite a while. Very pretty, but the form isn't as nice as before, but hopefully it'll continue to improve. Next up, we have the Vanda Falcata. This is a nice one. It doesn't bloom that often, but when it does, the fragrance is just incredible. It's so pretty. It's like not even about the flowers, it's about the fragrance. This is a very hardy Vanda. It could take cooler temperatures than like your standard Vandas. It also could take drought a little bit better than some of the other Vandas too. I mean, obviously don't leave it dry too long, but it doesn't sulk as much, I've noticed. I desperately need to repot it, and I will, but it's giving me really nice blooms. I'd say at night, the fragrance is like a mixture of gardenia and I don't know, like it's very strong. It smells like a really expensive perfume. If you've smelled it before, you know. It's such a good one. Anyway, guys, that was it for now. I know I've been so busy. You could see my collection is even like growing down a little bit, so I have to get to that repotting very soon, and I will. I owe you guys a lot of responses to comments, some emails, so I'll be getting back to you in the next couple of days. But anyhow, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.